Fuck you, Craig. Anyway.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. God damn it.
Ha ha ha
It
ha
was out
ha.
of my mind. I wasn't thinking about it.
Blah blah blah. All right, welcome back to another episode of Failed Attempt, where a collection of assholes sit around and try to play Dungeons and Dragons. And yes, there are, well, I mean, I think I'm like the asshole, but this is the collection of assholes. We only have 3 of them today. One of them is off with his nerd jazz band. You know what? He called me a nerd for liking sports. I think we all have our own nerd. All right, we're playing D&D for Christ's sake.
Yup.
That's like that's the pinnacle of nerd
That
right
is
there.
the pinnacle of nerds, yeah.
That is the pinnacle of nerd. And then Garrison never responded, so he's probably watching porn somewhere. And then Vidar is at work, or so he says. He's
Is
He
that a
might-
strip club?
he's at
That's
the
where he
Crank and
works.
Yank. Vidar is at the Crank and Yank. There's no way he's not at the Crank and Yank.
That's his favorite place.
That's
Yeah,
you know what? In game and out of game, I'm pretty sure he's out there in the real world trying to open up a real one.
Honestly, swear
actually-
to God, I feel like that would work.
Well, when
The canon-
Garrison was down in Florida, this is something I should have talked about before. When Garrison was down here in Florida, Jill and Ty and him and I
Ty and I
talked about-
kidnapped him, and we went up
Yeah.
to Disney. We drank at Disney.
and we talked about actually opening up a bar that had to do with failed attempt, whatever. And it doesn't have to just be campaign 1. It can be any of them, but we were going to call it the Crank and Yank, and it was going to be for
That's sweet.
all of us. It was going to be for the group, but we were actually talking about someday opening one up. It obviously can't be the one I created in the game, because that would be so
that's
illegal it's not even funny.
So illegal.
Yeah.
Well, in certain states, it's legal.
We'll just go to Tijuana, then it'll be fine.
certain countries. Yeah.
That means
Well,
that
well-
the
Certain states allow it.
alcoholic drink called the 5 different liquids.
Yes, we'll go to Bangkok. They allow everything.
I think in Georgia they allow brothels.
Alabama.
Alabama,
Ignore my
Alabama.
face. I'm sorry.
Alabama,
Ablama.
Alabama.
Alabama. That's okay.
Welcome back to Failed Attempt, everybody.
Yes, welcome back to Failed Attempt, where we fail at rolling dice and talking
And keeping on track.
English.
and keeping on track. Okay, so where you guys left off.
I speak English.
Yeah, I speak very good English. I swear to drunk I'm not God.
So goodly.
Swear to
Edumacation
drunk
learned
I'm
me
not.
a book.
Yes, I am very educated. I swear to drunk I'm not God.
ADHD.
No, Ossifer, I'm not intoxicated. I'm not under the alkafluence of alcohol.
That's
All
how
right.
you get ripped out your car.
You know what's actually really funny? What's actually really funny is I practiced saying that while I was drunk, because no cop would believe I could say it while I was drunk.
Fair enough.
Yes,
And I didn't see anything.
I'm not under the alkafluence of alcohol.
I'm sorry, I'm blind. Can you say that again?
I swear I could taste colors. I could taste sounds.
Bo.
I
Where
could
did that
taste
spider-
sounds.
Nightmare.
I heard it with my own, or I saw it with my own ears. All right, so let's get on track here. So where you guys left off, so as a group, you decided to go to Light, which was once Trouble, to try and get in and find out if that magic door was still there. They told you couldn't come in yet because they were preparing for the festival, so you were able to commandeer a cart from another fan that recognized Stephen and Merida. You also somehow or another found Nellie, which made her way down to you, and you attached the cart to her, and you guys took off toward the Rich District Inn where you parked, and she buried her face into a trough of water. Johnny, turn that light back on.
I don't want to.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where you parked it and then went down the alleyway beside the inn where Malador and Garrison and Steven all had a fight with weird, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle looking people, which they knew the description. That's how they described it, but they didn't tell anyone else. You guys just walked through the carnage of what was left over. 4 blotches of blood splatter. Made your way across the field to the highly recognizable yet oddly placed tree that once led to underneath to the Brotherhood's hideout. In trying to figure out how to get through it, Malador lit it on fire, as he usually does, and you all watched ghostly spectrals of people that you recognized coming up to it, and then Tyr got the bright idea of turning invisible and walking through the tree, and ended up walking through the tree and falling a little bit before she grabbed the ladder and made her way down. Yorick then cleverly put his hand on the tree, taking fire damage because it was on fire.
Oh no, I was on fire.
Concentrate. Yeah, I know. Who did that? Concentrate a little bit and then ended up falling into it himself, which then everyone else proceeded to do the same. At the bottom, you discovered that it was the same kind of tunnel, only it was barely wide enough for one person at a time. In this thin tunnel, you guys got accosted by little mud creatures. And then after killing a few of them, the whole tunnel went into a spiral, which then formed into a 11-foot tall, 6-foot wide mud monster. That fight didn't go in your favor, but thankfully, Vidar and Yorick were able to notice those same 3 spectral people running down the hallway, which then turned the attention of the mud monster and made it vanish back into the walls and such. You guys then followed the spectral into the back room, which was just a wide open area of what you once knew was the Brotherhood underground hideout. Only there were no rooms cut out this time. It was just a wide open room. As you followed them to a specific spot, the spectral version of them sat down at a table that then appeared as a ghostly form. And I think Yorick and Vidar were able to make out names on the paper, and the language that they were speaking went from just being like ghostly and whatever. Yorick was able to pick out a few words. Vidar was able to pick out a few names, and Merida recognized who the names were, which was 2 more thinkers. You guys met Zroot, which sent you here, and you guys met.
I think that's nah. We've only met Zroot.
Well, you didn't meet them, but the names that you guys saw. Come on.
God damn.
Stop doing that shit. Where are you?
Fucking mouse.
Now I have to pull these up. Come on. Why didn't I pull these up before? Oh, because I never do.
Womp, womp.
Wah, wah, wah. Yes, right there. You guys saw Dartham, Brightmantle. That was one of the thinkers that Vidar had said the name and Merida recognized it. And then, oh yeah, Ruwanet Faye was another one, which I put both of those in Discord so you guys would get the spelling of it. So you've now met one thinker face to face and survived to tell the tale, and you've seen 2 names on this spectral scroll piece of parchment that the 3 of them were signing, that Xander, Antolon, and Ro were all signing at this table after Yorick heard if this goes. Xander said if this goes wrong, it could be a catastrophe. That was what Yorick had heard.
Well, if we don't win, the results could be catastrophic.
That one. So after you guys decided to follow them out, they disappeared into a random wall, which Malador then went ham on and just decided to tunnel his way through it to see if it went anywhere. After realizing it didn't, you guys all made your way back out into the hallway. I had said that the mud monster was back, but it was docile. When everyone else decided to pull back and figure out what they wanted to do, Malador threw a card, conveniently rolled a teleport. And I say convenient
Tattoo Alley.
because
Did
it
you
was
ever
the
tell
roll.
me what the picture of that was?
I did.
Let me check. Let me make sure.
Right,
Which
my
if you didn't write it down, I will get it to
You did.
Okay.
I got it. It's a spiral.
Yes. That was a roll of convenience. I am not
I know,
even gonna
right?
lie.
That's crazy. Out of 100, basically. Wild.
Yep. Because the way that I've been working your deck is every time you use one, another one just goes in, and it's never the
Right.
same thing twice. So basically, if you started with 52 cards, I make you roll a die 100,
Right.
and even if you roll a 98, there's a card
You
for
just you just pick the card.
So yeah, when I give you this list, you're gonna be blown away by how many I've done.
Probably. I've seen some cool shit so far.
Okay. But this teleport spell got all of you, for the exception of Tyr. Remember, she was not with your group, but it teleported all of you to hovering about 10 feet above the roof of the inn in the rich district, which all of you then fell and made your rolls. And those of you that made it to the bottom, yeah, Merida got hurt. But you all,
I'm way more hurt than you, sir.
you got to the bottom. You rediscovered that Nellie was still there. You guys all went to sleep in your new rooms. Who was it that went upstairs?
Malador.
Malador went
I'm
upstairs.
about to fuck the panda.
That's right. He went upstairs and just he went upstairs, and when he got upstairs,
Her
it was
face!
because there was yes. It's because there was music and lights and dancing and noise which attracted him up there, and I said that when he got up there, it was a whole family of red pandas and various other species were up there. And actually, before we left, he had already said that
I did.
that he was going up there. He was going up there to hit the panda. Which Yorick, you went to your room that Xander had paid for, or Ryle had paid for, as well as Merida, Garrison, Vidar. They all went. So that is where we are starting. Now, is there? Oh yeah. So Merida.
I forgot about that.
Actually, none of you guys were drunk, I don't believe, unless you got drunk in your room.
Malador was very drunk.
Malador was very actually.
Malador's
Malador,
always drunk.
do me a favor and give me a D4 roll, and give me.
4.
Okay, that's fantastic. I like that. And give me either a. Well, okay. This would all depend on what you how you want to be. So either a straight charisma check or a performance roll.
Oh, you're making me do my Riz check. Okay,
The
I
Riz
got you.
check.
Oh, okay. It's a Riz check. I got you.
So it's either straight charisma or it's performance, depending on what you want to do.
What's better? I'd say my performance is better.
Well, your charisma's personality.
Right.
Your performance is performance.
All right. Yeah, we'll go with a performance. 15.
Okay. So I will explain what happens in a little bit. So now, are we going to fast forward to the following morning where you guys all wake up and we get on with the day, or is there anything that you wanted to do while you were alone in your rooms aside from Malador, who is not alone?
Yeah,
But
I was
Yorick and
just kind
Merida.
of waiting for the festival to start.
Okay. And is there anything that you two are doing while you're alone in your room?
I'm
Pretty sure that's
probably
what we all said.
the alcohol bottles, do a shot, and then go to bed.
Okay. And Yorick?
And I am going to. I'm going to look over the book.
Fantastic.
Oh man.
Fantastic.
Again, I had that. I had it. I had it. Okay.
He knew.
I had it. I Fucking, I had it. I love it. Give me an Arcana check, Yorick.
Fucking building again.
Give me an Arcana check, Yorick. I told you, man. I make two. I make two.
Ooh, I get.
You could have just been quiet and just gone to bed.
Yes, Arcana, you have advantage and it's +4.
That book is almost as bad as my cards. Except it hasn't killed anybody yet.
23.
23. Okay. And you said that you were looking over it. So as you open it up, you feel that same mental pull, but somehow it's a lot more potent and powerful than anything you felt from this book before. And what from that roll, what you're able to distinguish is that the original you and the new you are now fighting for who gets control of this. So your old you that is now being replaced by these new memories are now fighting from within of who gets the pull to this book.
Interesting.
So just keep that in mind as you're opening it up. That is way more powerful than anything you're used to, but as you're opening it up and you're just looking through it, it feels like there's two of you that are
Wait,
now
so-
trying to read the same page. Like your left hand wants to stay on this page, but your right hand wants to keep going. It's one of, but I mean, not literally, but that's what it would be like. Like one half of you is going, no, I want to read this, and another part of you is going, no, you like a voice in your head. No, you should turn the page. You should
No,
turn
you
the
idiot.
page.
Flip to the next page. No,
That
I'm
one.
here.
So what are you looking for specifically in here?
I'm looking over just all the spells, just trying to see what's different about it this time. I know you said the components were different this time. I'm trying to find anything. I just had the thought and it just went. I'm looking for anything extra that's out of place.
Okay. Well, there's a couple of things that are out of place. One, I told you about one of your summons that does not look right at all.
Correct.
Bro.
Another one, there were so you have the three that I told you that you know about. And then when you flip to the fourth page, it's not blank, it has a giant question mark on it with the summoning ritual and the components underneath to do it, but there's no picture or name or anything on it. And then after that, it's blank and fill it in as you go pages like it's been. Another thing that you notice is that light matter exists in this book, but dark matter does not. However, the components, specifically components, underneath the light matter spell do not make any sense. Because before it was like, you know, you're calling, you know, a component is concentration, calling on your deity, a flower and a piece of dirt and hair from a whatever, like a piece of your hair, just innocent things. Now, when you look at the light matter spell, you're seeing it and it's going, you know, I know what this does. It's supposed to heal. That's great. But why does it say a severed finger as a component?
Oh, geez.
And so it says a severed finger. It says a vial of fresh blood.
That's gonna be easy to get. Now
And 5 fingernails.
Huh? The fuck is wrong with that spell?
That's the only thing different about the spell. Everything else about it that you can see, like the symbol is the same, coloration of the page is the same, what it's supposed to do is the same, the ritual is all the same. But the components, for whatever reason, are that now. And as you're flipping through, I mean, you even go back to your summons and you see that the components on there is different. The ritual is all the same, but the components are now different. The circles you have to draw are different. How you pull them out of the ether is different. There's just a couple of things that are backwards or turned inside out or upside down.
Are we in a fucking mirror realm? Jeez.
And crackers.
All right. I'm gonna close that and I'm gonna go to bed now because that was a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, some fingers.
All right. So as you close the book, you put it back in your pouch, and you go to lay down. You are sucked onto the mattress, quite literally. Like you go to lay down, and instead of going down gentle onto your pillow, you are just like a hole opened up in the mattress, and you were just sucked down onto it.
Harder, Daddy.
And as you try to get your, and I mean, you're not glued to it, so you're able to move, but as you're trying to get your bearings, you feel hands on your shoulders.
Gross.
It's Tyr.
I don't think it's Tyr. Can I make out what it is, or I'll
Give
roll.
me, yeah, give me a perception check.
Wow. Okay. So 13.
Okay. The only thing that you can make out is it does not feel like panda paws.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
The hands, the hands that are on your shoulders, you can clearly feel, but they feel thinner and more bony.
Grandma?
Well, I know it's not Merida trying to murder me in my sleep.
I want to say so many different things.
Don't we all?
Is it like? Is there any any extra hostility? Like, is it like, or is it just trying to like intimidate?
It doesn't really even feel like it. Like obviously, what you can make out is that it pushed you down, and now its hands are on your shoulders on the front. It's not forcing you down. There's no weight, but the hands are there.
Is it the spirit of the witch doctor? Oh God.
That would be funny.
It's either that or it's my patron.
Ouch.
Or it could be.
Blood monster.
Oh dear God, no.
That would be
Monster!
Mud monster.
Look, he already fucked me once. That's.
Hey yo.
I don't recall when
I don't
that
remember that episode.
Listen. I know what he's referring to. When you're standing in a tunnel and you have a cylinder tube of wood or of mud shoot up from the ground and pin you in it, it's kind of like being fucked by a mud monster.
Oh, the cylinder, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember the little that shot up from the ground and it encased him.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hit one spell that entire fight, and the rest of it, I was stunned.
The rest of it, you were stuck or stunned. Yeah, basically. So as you sit there for a couple of minutes trying to contemplate it and figure it out, you hear, "Ah, Yorick, when I gave you this book, I told you you belonged to me.
Uh-oh.
I never said you could share it, and I never said you could love another. And then before your eyes,
Back.
Oh,
the
that's my
frosty pale blue,
Oh, my
There you
pig
go.
pissed.
the frosty pale blue, pale white skinned figure with the long flowy dress and the bone crown appears right over you, floating above you with her hands on your shoulders.
You're fucked.
On a scale of 1 to 10, yes.
I need to know if you're resisting this or not.
I am just shocked. So there's no way I'm like actively
He's
mentally
stunned.
aware
He's
enough.
not doing anything.
He's
Okay.
stunned. He's not doing
Not
anything.
mentally aware enough to be like, oh shit, get the fuck off me. No, I'm just like,
I'm sorry, what?
huh?
I'm here to remind you why you chose me.
Guess I'm not the only one getting sucked tonight.
Put that in your highlight reel.
That's the title. I'm not the only one getting sucked tonight.
Title. I wish we could script this, but you can't script this
No.
level of
Improv, ladies and gentlemen.
So yes, unless you are resisting,
I don't think he can.
no,
okay.
because
All right.
now that I know
So
my patron,
Her dick is
I
bigger
start-
than yours.
oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ.
everybody that missed this,
Oh my god.
Aren't you so glad that you wanted to play tonight? Fuck with.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Alright.
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 Okay.
what?
Okay.
I think we're all crying at this point.
Okay, yeah, no, there's no resistance.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I'm not risking pissing her off even more.
Is it her?
Okay. Oh,
I was worried she might have to get out the handcuffs.
But they'd be made of bones.
How
Oh, the fan art of this episode is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
big bone for the handcuffs? Because that's the only thing circular.
Okay.
Back to the game.
Adam and Eve's butt plugs.
Get your bone handcuffs today.
Okay. All right. So,
Definitely wants your bone.
all right. So
She
unless
also wants to
anyone
give you the bone.
else is doing anything, we're gonna smash cut to the morning. For Christ's sake.
Long rest.
Can you tell me in DMs what exactly happened with me?
I'll share in a minute.
Okay, awesome.
Long rest.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be
Thank
great.
the fucking Lord.
Even for
No,
even
I wasn't
even
sleeping because I was up all night.
you still catch a long rest. You're good. You still catch a long rest. You're good.
Yeah, no
Ah.
longer at 8 hit points of health.
Yep, you can
Damn,
all
you
get
were
your
at
long
8?
rest.
I didn't know.
And
you were that
as you all wake up in the morning, Malador, you wake up with 4 pandas piled
No
around you in
shot!
various.
You passed the Riz check.
And
I
as you
didn't
as
do
you
customers.
as you sit up and stretch, you kind of remember this is Merida's family.
Fuck it.
And then you smell something delicious because a cart of breakfast freshly cooked is sitting at the foot of your bed.
Cooked?
Freshly cooked.
Maldor wouldn't like that.
Little
Oh, I
demon
know.
sharks.
Half panda, half shark.
And in Tiefling, yes.
Oh no! Oh no! Half panda, half shark.
In Tiefling, yes. Tieflings do prefer raw, but you can't eat cooked. In Tiefling and Shark, you would not eat it.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
I once played a Tiefling that ate
Yeah.
people.
Okay.
I went to go take a sip of my drink and there was splashback and the drip went up straight my nose.
Yeah. I once played a Tiefling where I said no, he's gonna eat raw and only raw and ate people. That was his thing.
That's one way to clean up a crime scene.
Yeah, he became an emperor. And then everyone knew that he did it, but no one said anything because
Wait a
I made
minute.
because I made everyone rich, so they didn't care.
Wait a minute. Is the thinker we met your character?
No,
Okay.
not even close.
I was about to say, hold on.
You guys would love my character.
Speaking of crime scenes, I don't think we have ever cleaned up one of our crime scenes.
Nope.
Anyway, Yorick, you wake up oddly refreshed and violated at the same time, but you also wake up to being alone in your bed. Your normal clothes, not your cloak, your normal clothes are shredded.
Damn.
So when you get up in your bed, like again, terrified and violated yet full rested, you kind of get up and your robe falls halfway down to your elbows and you look down and you have no clothes on. They're just shredded to ribbons and all over that part of the room, all over the bed, all over the floor. But again, a fresh cart of food sitting in front of your feet, which tells you someone came into the room and just left you there.
Do not
Merida, you wake up tad bit hungover, but otherwise, yeah, what's new? But otherwise
free booze.
refreshed. Yep. Otherwise refreshed and a cart full of food sitting in front of you.
Get in my face.
Oh yeah. Just nom 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 nom.
Just full on Cookie Monster. Just
All right. And unless anyone else wants to do anything, you guys will leave the room and meet each other at the front door of the inn.
I would like something to happen. I want
Go for it.
Malador to just come out with 2 of the pandas around his arms.
Oh, you come out with all 4.
Oh, sweet. Perfect.
So Merida and Yorick, as you guys go down the hallway, you see Marianne, Yorick, Marianne, who you guys kept calling.
Jeez.
You guys kept calling Siri. Remember, I told you saw the name tag Marianne. Merida saw it too.
Yeah, but she said that was her grandma.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. She said
named
it was her.
grandma.
Oh, named
She said she was
after.
named after her grandma.
Okay.
Yeah. But you guys clock Marianne and the weird fish creature who is sitting there with a mop and a bucket, and it still stinks to high heaven, as if he has never changed the water in that bucket. You can smell it down the hallway. But they are standing there at the front counter like they always do as you guys go down the hallway. And as you round the staircase toward the front door, here comes Malador down the stairs with his arms around 2 red pandas, Merida, that you recognize, and 2 more coming directly behind him that are giggling and poking and prodding at each other and whispering sweet nothings to Malador and each other, and winking at you because they see you do a thing as they come down the stairs. And they are members of your village. All 4 of them.
Guess I'm not the only one that had an interesting night.
What's up, guys?
Why? Just why?
What do you mean? Oh, them? Yeah, it kind of just happened. I went upstairs, saw a party, saw some people, had fun.
Good for you.
They're actually really good.
Meredith's just gonna immediately just dig in her pocket, pull out a piece of platinum, and like do the typical coin toss and throw it to Malador. It's like, here, for the drinks I owe you.
You owe me 3 drinks.
I gave you a platinum.
Oh, shit, yeah, okay, thanks.
Like, I ain't drinking with you anymore. Fuck it.
And then Meredith's gonna look at Yorick and just, and then I'll walk outside.
By the way, Yorick, how are you presenting right now?
He's naked.
Before I came out of the room, I wrapped myself in the bed sheet.
That's why I looked at him.
And put the robe over it?
Yeah, just
Okay.
wrap, kind of like a towel.
So
and then-
he's going full on like Greek style, wrapping himself in bed sheets and
Toga!
throwing co- There you go.
He's gonna look to Marianne. Just, I'm gonna borrow these real quick. I'll wash them before I return them.
Now that I think about it, what is Malador wearing?
Your clothes didn't get destroyed.
Yeah,
fine.
but the last time I was wearing something, it was a hula skirt,
And the fruit hat.
no shirt, and a fruit hat.
Well, you never told me you changed, so
He's just
Bro, so you're telling me pandas were like, yeah, let's fuck with the guy in the hula skirt.
This one.
yeah, let's
I
hang
want
out with the
this one.
naked tiefling. I want that.
listen, you arrived here. Okay, so that means that you went to the cyborg city dressed like that.
Yeah.
Oh no. Remember they were all lit on fire when you went the rider.
Oh,
When
yeah,
you
so
burst
I'm
out of the
naked.
tree. Yeah. Unless you never told me you put clothes on, so
Nope.
you've been nude the entire time. That
Sounds
means
about
you arrived here that way, you fought those guys in the alley that way, you went in the underground tunnel that way, you
Nelly.
rode on Nelly that way. You accosted that guy in the street that way.
Oh no, that makes it so much worse.
And now
that makes it so much worse.
and now as all of these memories of everything that's gone on the last couple of days hits Malador, he's going, no wonder why that guy didn't want my autograph.
Yeah, that makes total
Oh.
sense now.
And what makes it even worse is the guy that ran up to you from the other cart begging for your autograph as he dropped down to his knees begging you to sign somewhere on his body. And you were nude. And then you blew up his cart.
Yeah, I blew up his cart.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
All I'm
Um,
sitting here is picturing he's going around fighting people and his dick's just going
Yeah,
like this.
Pretty
God,
much.
makes so much sense now of why Malador is hated.
We just
You
got
kept-
tired of telling you to put clothes on, so
Yeah.
Like,
stop.
you know, everywhere you go, I've been saying Malador is getting weird looks.
It makes sense now.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you why. It's entertainment for me.
It's so funny that just now I realize he's not wearing any clothes and hasn't been for days.
And nobody has made mention of it.
Nobody
Nope.
has said
'Cause
anything.
it's not like that one night all of his clothes came off and he was just naked. I think we're used to it at this point.
In that cabin out in the desert, yeah,
Malador's been naked more times than anybody.
pretty much. So Merida, you toss him the platinum. Yorick, you let Marianne know you're keeping the sheets.
Temporarily.
And as Malador, as you and the pandas all reach the bottom of the staircase, one of them turns to you, Merida, and goes, "Oh, save your money. The festival's starting." And right as she says that, it's like your ears turn on. You know, like when you first wake up in the morning, you can't really hear shit. It's like a switch goes, your ears turn on, and you guys start hearing the boom, 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 boom. All like the music coming through the walls. You start feeling the thumping through the floorboards. Immediately recognize it as the festival because you were all here for one of them before.
Is there
And
any,
the four of them rush for the front door, open it, and make their way out of the building.
So, Merida, you said you wanted to go to the madam.
If you put clothes on first,
I don't have any.
then go get some beer.
Will you buy me some clothes?
Clothes are different than beer, darling.
Yeah, very different. They're important. That's why.
you could just be like me, toga party.
That's not my style. You look hideous.
At least he's covered.
Hey, it's drip or nothing.
George's just gonna throw his hands up. Just, I'm going to get clothes.
You do realize that the cost of a beverage is a lot less than that of clothing.
Exactly.
So no,
Fuck.
I'm not gonna buy you clothes.
All right, fine. I'll do it
I'll buy-
myself. Fine. It's not like I only have 25 platinum. It's fine. I'll do it.
You say that like that's not a lot.
It is. That's why he said it out loud, because it was
It's not
a
like
lot.
I only have 25 platinum or anything. You know.
Yeah, that's exactly why he said it, because it's like, obviously that's a lot, so like, it's dumb.
All right. So do you all go outside, or I know Yorick, you said you were going to get clothes.
Yeah, we should all go get clothes, probably. Well, not you necessarily.
Let's get some shoes. Oh my
Let's
God,
get some shoes. Let's get some shoes. Oh my God, shoes.
these shoes rule.
These shoes suck.
Suck.
I think you have too many shoes. Shut up.
Shut up!
All right. So you all step outside, and it's very reminiscent of the festival that you were at before, only a lot less magical. So as you look up into the sky, there's no floating ships. There's no barely dressed dancers coming down ropes from the sides of the pirate ship. There are barely dressed dancers running up and down the streets. A lot of them are riding on horses as a way of getting around easier. Some of them are, believe it or not, some of them are actually on segways, the single person manned vehicle, going around in like the outfits that they have on. It's the V pattern that barely covers here, and then just like a lot of flowery and leafy parts to a costume coming up this way. The same kind of headdress that your grandpa wore, like the fruit basket turned upside down. Same kind of thing. So I mean, Merida, you
Is everybody wearing masks? Like in the last?
Nope.
Okay, so that's different.
Face paint and glitter. Just very unique designs. Like some of them have the spiral patterns. Some of them are just literal streaks going across the face. But it's face paint and glitter. And different, and all of the various colors. There's fireworks going off, but they're not magical fireworks. They're literal fireworks. You guys see in the middle of the street, just like kids crowding around, and then all of a sudden scattering, going, "Get out of the way!" And they just start running, and a firework goes.
I just thought of the biggest money scheme ever. I need to write it down.
Are there any royal guards that I can see?
Yes. I don't even have to have you roll for that one. Yes. I mean, they're not crowded. It's not, and again, that's another change. Is this is the rich district? First of all, the festival was not in this area the last time. The last time it only made
the
it to the
port.
port. And this time you walk out of the inn in the rich district and it looks the exact same that it did in the poor district, minus all of the magic and floating pirate ship. But it's still just as like glamorous and beautiful. It's just all now physical objects making the colors and all of the magic happen. But yes, and it's not crowded with Brotherhood like it was in the poor district that day, where they were everywhere. There's a couple scattered throughout.
Wait,
There's not a bunch of bowmen up on the roof across the street like you would be used to seeing. It's just onesies and twosies out in the crowd.
did you just say they were Brotherhood?
No, Brotherhood was before.
Right.
When you guys came out into the poor district for your first festival, there was Brotherhood everywhere.
Yeah.
There were sashes and Brotherhood all over the place. Now when you come out, he's clocking Royal Guard, and there's not very many.
Okay.
It's still,
You
there's Royal Guard in Coast City.
Yorick, you do clock 2. You clock one that resembles Jerem when you saw him, and you clock the other one that had all 3 symbols on the armor standing next to him. Jerem had very, very distinct armor. He had the plate mail steel, but then the gold and purple Royal Guard colors on his armor, and then the rest of his team just had plate mail with no real colors except for the badges. So he is very easy to clock. Yes, those are the 2 that stand out to you, and then there's a couple more.
Part of me wants to run up or not run up, but like walk up to him to try and talk to him. But the other part of me is like, I have no idea where I stand with Jerem in this timeline.
Malador, are you going to look for clothes?
Yeah, but I want to ask a quick question to Siri real quick.
Okay, back in the inn.
Yeah. I'm gonna just walk in and ask her a question real quick.
So do it.
Hey, have you seen Willow or Ryle around? Have they clocked out or in yet? Are they here?
She takes the book out, puts it down, opens it up. Well, neither of them checked in.
Checked in? What do you mean? They were
Well,
here.
I mean, no.
Like at all?
No. I mean, they Ryle reserved the party, which
Right.
you were all on it. Everyone is checked in. Those 2 never did.
Huh. Okay, well, thanks. And Maldor's gonna walk out.
Okay. Merida, what are you doing? You guys all stepped out together. You saw everything that I had described before. And keep in mind, you guys are coming out and it is like morning time. But there's so much going on outside. It's kind of like a veil has been draped over the top of the city. And I mean, you're a magical being, but as you're looking at it, it's not magical of any kind. It's like there's so much going on in the preparation that they were able to somehow block the light out in a way. And as you're looking up into the sky, it is a physical drape. They have quite literally from one rooftop to the other rooftop fastened some kind of see-through drape over the city to block out some of the light and make it darker. And that's another thing, is as the fireworks are going up into the sky and exploding, they're ripping through the drape. It blowing up above it. And then you just see like the little embers coming down and just start poking little holes along the way up and down the street. And there's the dancer girls going up and down, and then there's the kids that are in the The kids that are in the road that lit the firework off were immediately chased after by various adults in the street. You know, being yelled at like, "Hey, don't do that yet. It's not time for that. You're gonna light things on fire." Like, just the kids started getting chased around everywhere.
Whap them on the butt.
But there's wagons everywhere that you guys would immediately recognize. Like, okay, those are all of the vendors. There's horse-drawn carriages going by where the sides of the carriages are all opened up, and inside is just various items that are for sale. There's games set up. There's darts. There's gambling going on. It's just there's a whole street full of shit, and it's moving back and forth nonstop. And you can see it going further than the rich district. Like, as you look to the left, it just goes until it's out of your sight. And then to the right is the dock. Which, as you look down at the dock, you see ships coming in. They're not flying, but you see ships coming in and people coming off. That are coming off with suitcases and just various other bags that are coming off all excited, like, yeah, festival time. As one of them drops the bag and takes out what looks like a full wound up brick of dynamite that's tied together with this giant wick, and he takes out this torch, and you see his friend hit him in the shoulder, and not yet. And he, oh yeah, zips it back up in his bag and keeps going.
That's mildly concerning.
All right. What would you guys like to do?
Did Malador see that?
Well, that was for Merida. So make a perception check, which you have advantage and a +4. Yorick, you would have clocked it, but Yorick, you were more
Wow, I rolled the
focused on
same thing
Jerem.
twice. That is a 14.
With everything going on, I'd say no.
Gotcha. Okay.
That specific thing, no, because that was more for Merida. She was looking around because she didn't tell me anything specific she was looking at, so I was just giving her various things to look at. But Yorick, you were focused on Jerem, and Malador, you had gone in to talk to Marianne.
Right.
So, yeah.
I didn't. Oh. Okay. I didn't know that.
So what would you guys like to do?
First, I'm gonna go find some clothes.
Okay. That's not difficult to find. There's
Rich district.
yeah, I mean there's a 6-horse, 3-cart, double stack carriage right across from the inn. Pretty much parked in front of Pigeon. That just has clothes of various kinds, from poor to medium to rich. And a very, very like nicely dressed, definitely rich bitch dressed, press suit tie with a big top hat and an overcoat. Standing with like a sash over, pretty much it would remind you of like a bathroom butler. But
Yeah.
they're standing there very, very, very well dressed. Has the monocle on the left eye and the pipe. Standing in front of the cart, just watching people go through it. And you can smell the judgment coming off of this guy. It's just as you're approaching, like, damn, like it's just radiating judgment as he's just looking at the people that are going through the poor part of his cart, which is closest to the horses. He's just it's just like not really saying anything, but definitely has the face. And as you approach, he actually like just looks at you and
You seem to be in a pickle, young man.
Got a problem, buddy?
Oh no, you didn't approach. It was Yorick.
Oh, I would have followed Yorick. or
If
if,
you-
York was not going.
Yeah,
Maldor was
I was heading-
just following at this point because I figured he was going to get close, so he was following York.
Well, you dipped in to talk to Marianne.
Oh, well, that was like 10 seconds. I figured he would be out and back out by then.
I know, but this was all taking place during that. It's one thing at a time, bud.
Okay.
I will say as he crosses the street, you're coming out of the building.
Okay.
That would make sense. But you now see Merida just kind of standing there at the door trying to figure out what she's going to do. And you clearly see Yorick across the street. But Yorick, yes, he kind of he goes from like scowling and scoffing and kind of looks at you, and the expression just kind of goes from like disgust to curiosity. That is a very finely made robe. Your choice of clothing underneath is questionable.
it's a long story.
I have time.
Well,
And just clouds of smoke are going. And you notice every time he puffs on it, a different shape comes out of the bowl. Like it's a smoke, and then it's
It's like
I mean,
Absalom.
yeah, like a cloud comes out that actually looks like a cloud, and like a flat circle comes out of it. Then an arrow shoots out of it into the circle. Just every time, and like very little effort, you just and a different shape pops out.
it was a crazy night. Anyway,
That is a fabulous story. Anyway, a man of your taste, I believe you would be down at the last card.
I was thinking more towards the middle. I know my
Nah.
appearance doesn't.
Carry
look-
on then. Carry on then.
I'm gonna walk over to the middle cart.
Yeah, he like as soon as you denied the last card, he just snubbed you off. Yeah, I mean it's basic clothes. Like it's not like tattered hand-me-downs, but it's good quality clothing. It's just not like embroidered or like gem encrusted or any of that shit. It's
I
just
don't need-
basic clothes.
I don't need
Yeah.
anything like super fancy. I'm not gonna bank over it. So I'm just gonna get just a simple dark shirt and some pants.
Yeah, it's just 5 silver is what he'll charge. It doesn't even look at you during the exchange. Just
You good?
I'm good.
I was gonna say you're looking very intent. Like I didn't want to interrupt anything. What are you other
Just
two doing?
calculating.
I got you.
Maldor is gonna see Merida and he's like, "What's up?"
Not much. See, my family's here.
Oh yeah, I already knew that.
I know.
You look mad. Why are you mad?
It's just a lot, you know? Just a lot.
I mean, to be fair, York did it first.
I did not.
You know, I don't know if that makes it any better, but that was a good touche.
Thumbs down.
Definitely a thumbs down. Right over Yorick too.
Yorick
That was
is probably the worst role model. Yorick did it. Why can't I? Listen,
Did I ever say that I approved of it? Oh.
I mean, you did. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, what I thought.
To be fair, we're not even in the real world, so it's like nothing happened.
Kind of how I'm seeing it too.
Good, great. So this brings
No!
Got you. Close.
That way.
Gotcha. Let's go.
I slowly leave the camera.
She said no.
Oh,
For real.
This
Yeah.
is an alternate reality. It's totally no.
That down real fast.
All right.
No.
So yes, Malador, you clock the same cart. Yorick, are you on your way back?
Yeah.
Okay, so you two would pass by each other, and
I
you'd
wanna try
see
to
the
trip
same.
him.
Okay.
What?
I want to trip him.
Rude.
It'd be
I feel like that's like a sleight of hand
Acrobatics.
check, maybe.
no sleight of hands for
If you're
hands.
stealing.
Oh, this one will be fun. It's contested acrobatics or athletics.
Oh, okay, I bet. I'm using athletics, which has a +8 and advantage. So have fun, York. You're going on the ground.
Yeah, I'm going on the ground because acrobatics.
You have to beat a 22.
Yeah, no, I am on the ground.
Okay.
That's a 13.
So as you guys pass by each other, Malador on his way to the cart, Yorick on his way back to the inn with his fresh clothes, ready to go in there and change, just down, flat down onto his face. Merida, you see every bit of it, as Malador just like barely. I mean, it's almost difficult to see him do it. He just barely moves his foot, and Yorick just onto his face, flat onto the ground. Malador just continues walking as if nothing happened. And eventually you make it to the same cart. And you don't get any kind of reaction from this well-dressed man. You just see you just see a couple of people standing in front of the carts. You see the raggy clothes over here and the just like the good-looking clothes and then really rich clothes.
I'm gonna talk to the guy.
Okay.
Hey, I need something really special,
Last cart.
like fireproof special, like expand fucking humongous special. Malador's gonna flick his finger and fire.
Yeah, that's a great idea around a clothing cart.
Well, he's not that close.
And as you flick your finger, and make the fire, he takes one more puff with his right hand, and with his left hand, he kind of waves and draws the flame from your finger into the palm of his hand. Not that impressive, sir.
Oh yeah, flicks his fucking and his whole body on fire.
Stop it!
Okay, you light your whole body on fire, and once again, flicks his hand, draws every bit of fire from your body.
All right, shark.
Just go down to the last cart. Just
Yeah.
It is comedy gold night.
Fraggle, fraggle!
I love that. I love that though. He goes, "Roar!" And the guy just go down there. Just disappointed when he turns around and starts walking. Do you change back as you're going, or do you stay?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, the last cart is like it's anywhere from dresses to waistcoats to overcoats, but they're jewel encrusted and very representative of royal. There's there's basically like knockoff Royal Guard and Ultima Vistas clothing. It's not armor, it's just clothes, but it's very, very well put together. It's meant to make a statement. It's meant to shine.
Right.
Give me an Arcana check if you're looking for anything specific.
Natural 20
Okay.
for a 21.
Do you have detect magic or anything?
No.
Okay. Even with a natural 20 and a 21, it's difficult to. Any one of these things could hold some kind of magical element to it. From what you're with that Arcana check, what you're able to depict is any of these have the quality to hold an enchantment without falling apart. Do they? That you don't know if they
Is
actually
there like a
do or
guy
not.
right here at this cart? You said there were multiple guys.
No, there's people shopping,
Oh.
but
Alright, I'm
he's
just
the
gonna-
only.
Okay.
Yeah, he is the only like proprietor.
Who do I see shopping?
Just regular people.
Anybody
All
looking magical, maybe?
well-dressed people. That's about it. I mean,
Alright, I'll
he
just go up to a random motherfucker. I don't care.
clearly showed that he was magical by stealing the fire off your body,
Right.
but
He's not gonna tell me shit. He's a loser.
okay. So you just go up to one of the people at the rich cart.
Hey, I need some help. I need something that's flame retardant, pretty much immune to fire, and something that that'll expand when I get big and turn into a shark. Can you help me? I don't know magic very well.
I'm just here to shop. I'll pay you to go away.
How much?
Shit.
I'm gonna flick you a platinum.
Fuck yeah! I'll take a platinum.
Please leave me alone.
Everybody
All
throwing
right, next
money at Holly
person.
for the night.
Gotcha.
Merida, what are you doing?
Fuck yeah, I'll take a platinum.
I am actually gonna see if I can go and find I don't know how to explain it. It's a shop where a shop that I can go to that I can spend 50 gold pieces to get the ingredients to make poison.
Oh, okay, yeah. I gotcha. That would be. Oh shit, that would be like Bonnet.
Sure. But Bonnet's all the way in the mid district, so I don't know if there is a cart at the festival that is doing specialty herbs that I could purchase from, or if there was a store in the rich district or like a crystal shop that I could go to. I don't know.
Was Bonnet in the mid?
Yes,
Yes.
because it's across from the
Bonnet
Crank
was
Gang.
in the mid.
Yeah, I was across from the Crank Gang.
That's right. But yeah, that would be like Bonnet. So you're looking for something like that.
Something similar so I can get stuff to make poison.
Okay. Give me a perception check. See if you can find anything here among the carts or just among the businesses.
York, we're getting poisoned.
17.
We fucked your family, now she's fucking us.
Okay.
Oh,
It I mean, it takes you a couple of minutes. So basically, like you watch him trip Yorick, and then you watch him go to the cart, and a few moments with fire. Literally just watching the fire get like torn off of Malador's body, and then whatever. Go down the stairs and just start looking around for various things. You do clock several of these carts lined up on either side of the road. One of them that has like all sorts of powders and spices and flowers and whatnots, and then another one that has like various fine metal shavings and ball bearings and just a bunch of other shit. You are able to find what it is you're looking for the ingredients. You go to several different carts to do it, but you are able to find it.
Cool.
So go ahead and add that to your sheet if you would like. Subtract 50 gold.
Yep. Inventory.
and add the ingredients. Do you have that on your sheet of what it requires?
It just says 50 gold pieces worth of ingredients.
Okay. Yeah, so don't on your actually let me see. Because
Because
I
it
think
says
on your
with 1 hour of work and using a poisoner's kit and expending 50 gold pieces worth of materials.
okay, yeah. So on manage inventory, we're just going to give you a custom. Let's see, we're gonna go poison materials. Description, 1 use. Add item.
And then
There you go.
I'm working on the money thing right now.
Yep, just go ahead and subtract that. But yeah, if you refresh your page, poison materials 1 is added to your inventory, so you have it.
Cool.
There you go. All right.
So
And
that-
Yorick, after peeling yourself up off the ground and dusting yourself off, and the sheets that you now borrowed dirty and torn, you make your way back into the inn. And where are you heading down to your room to change?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Goddamn raccoon.
you make your way down the hallway and down the other hallway and into your own private room. And as you open it
I'll be back.
and walk in toward your bed to lay your new clothes down to get changed, there stands Tyr. Where have you been?
Well,
And why does it look like there was action in this bed? Your clothes are everywhere. Why are you wearing bed sheets?
well,
Good luck.
well, this is a very, very complicated story.
I'm gonna go get liquid.
And he's going to explain exactly what happened.
Okay.
Like he is just info dumping, not just powering through it.
So what I am going to need from you.
Oh boy.
Okay, so you're just okay, so I'm gonna need a persuasion check from you, which again is advantage and +7. She is going to roll
16.
16. Okay, well, she got a natural 20 on insight. The reason why I had you roll that is because as you're explaining, in your mind, you're hearing, "You are mine." You tell her you are mine. So you're explaining like that you basically got raped, not to use the R word out loud, but you basically explained to her that that's what happened. Is she appeared? She said that she was there to remind you of why you chose her, and then, proceeded to, do the horizontal wrestle in the bed. And like as you're explaining this to her, you can see Tyr just getting more and more pissed off as you are trying to genuinely be honest. And she is she rolled a natural 20 on insight. So even though you're being 100% honest, there is a voice in your head telling you, "You are mine, you are mine. Make sure you tell her you're mine." And every time that voice comes in, your story pauses, jumbles a little bit, and then goes back to just the diarrhea of the mouth. And she's just seeing right through the bullshit. But what she thinks she's seeing is you trying to form lies in your head, when really what's happening is you're being interrupted. your thoughts being broken, and then you're trying to regain your ground and keep talking. So as you're going, you're spilling everything, being honest, and she ain't having it. She is kind of full. I mean, she pulls a full-on Merida, which all the time you've spent with her, that is who you're able to see as she crosses her arms and starts tapping her foot, and that face just turns to that like, I'm gonna kill you scowl. And as soon as you are done, she just slowly puts her arms down to her side and walks right past you out of the room. As you are then starting to hear echoing down the hallway, "The fucking liar! God damn it! Where's Merida? The fucking piece of goddamn God!"
I'm gonna stay away from my sister as much.
And then you hear a door slam.
Well,
Why you upset, York? I thought this was a different timeline. You got feelings now?
well, this is awkward. Then he's just gonna sigh and he's gonna get dressed. After I get dressed, I'm going to walk down and talk to Marianne. I want to ask her, by chance, what is this sheet made of? Is it like cotton or fleece?
I think cotton. I don't know. I don't make them. I just make sure they're here.
Okay. Well, this one unfortunately was damaged, so I will pay for it.
Probably works.
I would appreciate that.
About how much would you say would cover it?
Oh, just 1 silver.
He's gonna take out 1 silver and hand it to her.
Okay. It is now yours. A tattered sheet.
Yay. I got 20.
I have a sheet in my inventory. Yay.
A ruined sheet.
A
How it
ruined
got
sheet
ruined,
at that.
We'll
Yeah.
never know.
Yes. You'll never know. With 5 types of liquid on it. I mean, as a side note, you don't even know how well they were cleaned before you used them. So
I didn't want to walk out naked.
Aldor did it.
doesn't
Always
care?
does it.
Malador does everything.
True.
Speaking of Malador, are you buying clothes or are you still just continuing to accost people?
Oh, I'm accosting people.
Okay. Well, I mean, none of the other ones that you approach offer to pay you to go away. It just happened to be that one that did it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to fucking get somebody to help me. Nobody help
Yeah.
me.
All the ones that are dressed as rich bitches act like rich bitches.
You know what? The final rich bitch I go up to, I'm gonna be like, none of you rich bitches are helping me. I'll fucking pay you to help me.
Listen, we've been hearing what you've been saying the whole time. You need something that's fireproof and will expand. We don't work here.
And you, fuck it, you know. You're the reason why everybody hates me. And Malador's just gonna walk over. walk away over to the fucking vendor again. I can't
Yes.
find anything.
Well, it would appear you just need clothes to start.
Well, as soon as something happens, they're gonna be gone anyway, so I might as well spend the money now.
So go get something that fits you and come back.
I need something that's fireproof.
I can't help you.
God. You know what? Fuck you. And Malador's just gonna walk away.
Still naked.
There's a friend out there for everyone. Remember that. There's a friend out there for everybody. All right. And Merida, what are you doing? You gathered all of your ingredients, put them where they need to go, made sure that they weren't mixing around in your bag.
Different vials, different things.
Yes. But your poison kit is ready for use.
Oh, I have a change of clothes. I just realized that. Yeah, I do. I have the original. I should have the original outfit from Relictus. That was a long
It's still
time
there.
ago, but
It's still there.
fuck it, I'll put it on.
It's got all the Relictus symbols on it.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll put it on.
Okay.
I guess from there, I'm gonna go look for the fortune teller lady again.
That's where
Okay.
he was gonna go after he got putting his clothes on.
Okay. Where are you guys looking?
I'm
Well,
gonna
wasn't she in a certain area last time?
go card.
She was in the poor district, where the festival was to begin with.
Right.
I'm just gonna kind of go looking around to see if I can find anything that would be similar to like either like crystals, different kind of magic objects, possibly see if I can find the fortune teller there. So I'm gonna go like peruse the different carts and see what's out there.
Malador, if
Probably
you're doing the
just-
same thing, give me
yeah.
perception, both of you.
Better.
It's
22.
Okay. So you guys walk around all of the various carts, up and down the alleys. Merida, you end up being on the side of the rich district, more toward the start of the mid. That's basically how far you wandered down to get what you needed for your poison kit. Was if you went any further, you'd be crossing through to the mid district, which they actually dressed that up very nice. They made it a rounded up roof and then just straight down like an archway, and they
Oh.
dressed that up with like various colored drapes and some like hand drawings scratched on the side of the buildings. They made it really nice when you cross through, but that's about how far you went down to find for your poison kit. Was if you went any further, you'd be in the mid district. So as you're crawling up, basically back toward the inn, just trying to find out where things are, you clock that same group of kids that lit the firework off and almost burnt the drape down, running down an alleyway in between two buildings, as there's a bunch of whispers between them and then some giggles, and you clock the same kid that had the brick of dynamite, and they're running down that alley.
not my monkeys, not my circus.
All right. Malador, with a 22, I can tell you
Okay.
clock after probably 10-20 minutes. You clock just about every vendor in the rich district, and you do not find Madam.
Then I would move to the mid district to start searching.
All right. So you reach the end and cross through that beautiful archway into the mid district. And it's basically more of the same, which is what you're able to tell when you cross through that archway is the only time that these three sections of Coast City look the same is during this festival. They didn't dress one up better than the other. When you cross through the mid district, it's as if you didn't leave the rich district at all. Everything here is still just as glamorous and just as beautiful. The only difference is Taco Bell is here.
No way!
Well, yeah, you guys went here to eat, remember?
Oh
That-
yeah. No,
yeah.
it was far away. It was like out of Coast City.
No.
Are you sure?
You and Steven, yeah, you were drunk.
Yeah, 'cause
You
he
and
had-
Steven,
Steven had
you
to
and
get
Steven went
the-
from Pigeon. You and Steven went from Pigeon. You took the horse carriage to the mid district and you found it.
Oh, I thought you told
been
us it was like far off from Coast City. It was like a
back
town
Taco
over.
Bell.
Mhm.
Or food in general.
No, Merida went with you guys. It was in the mid district where it
Oh.
was. So the only difference between the rich and here is that that's here. So there's a
Okay.
huge crowd filing in and out of this restaurant as every time someone drops the 5 gold to get the tacos and walks away with the plate, fireworks are shot off the roof of the building. So it's just constant. So this building is like
Cool.
beautifully lit out of the entire part of the mid district. That one building is pretty much taking all of the attention. And then there's a lot more drinking and dancing in the mid district. So all of the snob kind of leaves as you pass through the archway. And now you're seeing people walk around with bottles of beer and entire pints of whatever it is they're drinking along with the plates. And there's folk music going on and people are dancing with the elbows into each other and they're spinning around and dancing and they're falling over laughing and they're puking and then getting back up and doing it again. So the difference between the two is the amount of fun that people are having. The personalities are different over here. So you will continue to look for Madden.
I would probably ask someone about her this in the mid district.
Okay. In the interim, Yorick. You
You got
paid
it.
for the sheets?
I paid for the sheets. I'm gonna go back outside and see if I can clock the guy that looks like Jerem.
Okay. I mean, it looks like he moved a little bit, but he's still there. Like it's not like you went in to do all of that, you came back out and he was gone.
Wait,
He like moved post a little bit.
I thought the inn was in the poor district.
Nope. The inn has always been in the rich district, right off the dock.
Oh. Oh yeah, you right. I'm backwards.
I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna slowly approach him.
So I mean, as you approach, like I said, his yeah, I mean he stands upright and shoulders back, and his plate mail stands out more than anyone else's. It gives you flashbacks of the Royal Guard Palace in Salvetti, all the time that you spent there. The purples and the golds and just the silver, and even at night, as like the stars are shining through this drape that they pinned, and it's bouncing off various parts of the armor.
Wait, wasn't it morning?
Yes. So I take that back. I'm sorry. It is morning. But there is a drape over the roof that makes it darker.
Yes.
So what you're seeing bounce off the armor is the little embers from the fireworks that continue to burn the drape above the building. Sorry, I was
Somebody
going
should
somewhere else with that.
like throw water on that before that.
So I mean, as you're looking up in the very center from street up is a burnt, crusted hole from where the firework went through, and now there's just little pieces of ember scattered throughout in this area that are just slowly burning away at the drape,
I'm just
and just more and more lights peering through.
I'm just gonna straight up ask him. Just excuse me, would you happen to be Jerem?
That's correct.
So it is Jerem.
And he still has his mask down, but you can see the eyes. You only recognize it from the armor. So it's that Bane. That's correct. No one cared about me until I put on the mask.
I was just curious. What is this festival about?
Mm.
What is the city celebrating?
Good question.
Never been here, have you?
No, I'm new. I'm new to the area.
Make a deception check.
Deception. I have advantage and +7. 18. $25.
Okay. Well, this is Coast City, the most famous party city in the world. And this festival is held a couple of times a year to celebrate life. Not only is it the biggest party city in the world, but it is also prone to a lot of attacks from the outside. People who don't agree with the culture here, or think that it's a little too wild, or believe that the the fabric of society is going to be destroyed if it continues. And so a couple times a year, at least once, they try to just be equal across the board and celebrate what we have.
Interesting.
And there's a lot of people that don't agree with that either. There have been many, many, many meetings with fucking tightwad, sorry, backwards thinkers that want to try and outlaw it.
Interesting. Say, have you recently been to Selvetti?
Well, of course, that's where we hail from. Where are you from?
I'm actually from Selvetti myself.
You see him kind of like lift up the helmet, and he just has a look of like just pure confusion. You're from Selvetti. I am clearly wearing Royal Guard armor.
Yes.
Why do all of the drunks approach me with their stupid questions? Look, kid, just go enjoy the festival. Just please stop bothering me. I'm working. And closes the helmet.
Very well. And Yorick is going to walk back to the front of the inn and just kind of keep an eye on him from a distance.
Okay. All right. Merida, you not wanting to, not my monkey, not my circus, fine. You again, after 10-20 minutes, realize that Madam is not here. Neither is anyone that is having the only thing even remotely close that you would clock in here, because you said that you were not only looking for Madam, but anyone who was handling any kind of crystals or anything like that. The only thing even remotely close that you're able to clock is someone that is handling kind of what looks like an oversized poison kit. The beakers are bigger, and they are doing what kind of looks like some kind of like a cross between a magic trick and just talent. Just holding it up in the air and just doing various liquids back and forth to mix and match and change the colors. And there's people wrapped around their little cart that are going ooh and ah, and they're throwing one beaker up into the air and making it flip through the air and catching it, and not a drop falls out. And then they're putting them down, and they're taking their middle fingers and rubbing along the edge and making music with it, just back and forth and back and forth. And the various colors of liquid and thicknesses of the liquid are making different voice tones, but that's as close as you find here. You do see that the one doing it looks oddly familiar.
That's. I think I'm gonna go and say hi.
Okay.
Is it Panda?
I'm just gonna like kind of creep up behind the kids and just kind of watch and admire from slightly afar, hoping that I'm just awkwardly staring and being fascinated and just.
Okay. You see a kind of you see a human woman, mid-50s, long black hair down to the shoulders, a purple bandana going around the top of the head, which the hair in the back is pulled out of and draped, so it gives kind of like a hump in the back of the head. Wearing the same kind of purple mask that ties in the back, but it's open in the bottom, so it flows in the wind, covers the nose. The eyes are a like crystal blue, and she's wearing purple cuffs on her hands that go about midway up here, and then the skin is showing up to the elbow, and then from here up is also purple that's draped over what appears to be a black dress of some kind. Very, very vibrant and bright colors. And as you approach and you're looking, like while she is doing the music, she stops with her right hand and continues with the left, pulls down the mask, and you see Elenwen Crow.
Huh.
Bruh.
It's not what I was expecting.
This bitch still alive?
Different
I
timeline.
mean, it makes sense. She's not dead in this universe necessarily. But then again, that still doesn't make sense. Why is she in your book?
Yeah, but it looks different.
Oh yeah,
So
she
she
definitely looks way different.
She pulls the mask down. You see that same kind of weird grin. It doesn't stretch up to the ears. It's just a normal, but it's that same kind of weird toothy grin. Gives you a wink, pulls the mask back up, and keeps going.
No fucking way this has all been her this entire fucking time.
I'm gonna be pissed. Impressed, but pissed.
She's kind of just gonna look at her, just kind of like on like she's gonna lick her right fang, just kind of give a nod and then she'll just kind of like glare, and then she'll just kind of slowly back up, and I think I'm gonna head back to the inn.
Okay. As you turn around to go, you start hearing the crowd now behind you because you turned around. You start hearing them go. The music stops, and you start hearing the ones behind you going, "No, don't leave. You're so good. Stop. Don't leave yet." and you hear just footsteps slowly approaching up behind you.
Run.
What do you do?
I'm gonna continue to. I'm not gonna go faster, but I'm not gonna slow down. I'm just gonna keep my pace.
I should keep walking.
Stop.
Walking.
Stop quoting SpongeBob right now. Running.
Excuse me, young lady.
She'll stop and then she'll scrunch her face and just be like, "Fuck." And then she'll kind of turn her head over her right shoulder and be like, "Okay, you have my attention. What do you want?"
And she just kind of like circles around to be right in front of you, right in 100% of your vision. And she pulls the mask back down, and you see those crystal blue eyes flash yellow, and that same toothy smile. And then she pulls out a scroll and opens it up. Would you sign this? You're Merida, right?
God.
I can't believe you're actually here, and you came to my table.
She's gonna just kind of like look to the left, slightly look to the right, slightly. Yeah, that's me.
Make an insight check for me. You guys are allowed to use that, by the way. That is how you can see or smell bullshit, is insight checks, just
Yeah,
so you're aware.
I already knowing it's bullshit. I'm just being civil.
You have advantage on insight.
Yes, she
Six.
does. What was that?
16, I think she said.
She is being completely genuine. Every nerve in your body is telling you that it's trickery and it's bullshit, and this is the woman that drove you guys crazy, and
it's the reason it's actually dead.
all of that. However, there is nothing fake about what she is doing right now. She just, to you, appears to be, like everyone else who has come up to you, a very passionate fan.
Yeah, that would be me.
Please,
What?
please, and like out of her pocket, she'll pull out what looks like an ink pad, and she'll open it up, and just, please.
Sure.
Oh my God, thank you. And she pulls goes back into her hand, but goes back into another pocket with her right hand, pulls out some coin and puts it into your inked up hand. It's 5 platinum.
Okay. Oh, so you just paid for my poisons. Yay.
Yeah. Yes.
And
she rolls the scroll up and puts it in the pocket. That made it so worth being here. I am getting way too old to make this trek. It's like 5 days to get here. Even paying, and she just starts like just going, and the raspy voice that you're used to, the part of the voice that she used to give that would just cut through the like, hello, Mary, that voice starts just hitting the back of your mind as she's talking. But then this new voice of just this mid-50s elderly woman is at the forefront. So like your ears are hearing 2 different tones because your brain's remembering what she used to sound like, and now your ears currently are hearing what she sounds like in front of you. And she's just going on and on and on about how expensive the trek was, and how long the trip was still, and how it would have been longer if she hadn't paid the money, and how coming out here is starting to like weigh heavily on her because she's getting older and she's got all this stuff to lug. And how even though she makes enough money out here to cover the trip, it's slightly getting not worth it because the only thing that this impresses is children, and just on and on and on and on.
Merida's gonna kind of look at the silver in her hand because she just gave her 5 platinum, and now she's complaining about not having money. And I'm like, why don't you keep this and consider that a kind gesture?
Oh no, dearie, that's okay.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Look, I should have paid you way more, because this is now worth way more.
Well, I do have to excuse myself, dear, but your skill and your talent is very, very great, and obviously the children love you, but I do have to go. I do apologize.
That's okay, dear. I can tell you're busy.
Thank you for understanding. I hope you have a great rest of the festival, and safe travels back.
Absolutely, you too.
Thank you. Have a good day. And she'll just kind of like give a kind nod and start walking away.
As you walk by, you're gonna hear her voice behind you. Tell your sister I said hi. And your mother. And if you happen to see Yorick, tell him his father's looking for him.
Great. Will do. And then she'll just keep walking.
That bullshit. That had bullshit written all over it.
Oh fuck.
So I'm gonna head back to the inn from there,
Okay.
hoping that Yorick is still there.
Malador.
Hmm?
You went to the mid district to try and find Madam.
Yep. Nothing.
Nothing. I'm not gonna have you waste a roll on it. I'm just gonna let you know. I mean, like,
Is it a waste to go to the poor district and look?
I mean, would you have? Because
Probably.
that would mean, because like I want to make sure that you get enough playtime going through the mid district, going to the poor district to look. That's gonna take quite a bit of time.
Right.
I mean, I can tell you just for the sake of brevity, you do not find Madam.
Okay, then he would, yeah. Then he would be on his way back to find them.
Okay. On your way back to find them, after basically like the disappointing going from one district to the other, trying to find it, all of these distractions and fireworks, you do end up getting not really surrounded, but just kind of like moon shaped surrounded by
Oh, fuck.
5 dancers that are all holding a drink in each hand. The fruit on their heads is real. So, and like one of them quite literally has like those stringed hot dogs as a necklace wrapped around. Another one is carrying the 2 drinks, but also like has on their waist like a platter that's there of just various kinds of meats, and they're all dressed in that sexy getup. And then on aside from them, off to the left and the right, you see just like carts of just booze and fireworks and various kinds of weapons and
Okay.
and games like darts and a guy swallowing a flaming sword and just a bunch of different shit going on,
Okay.
along with again groups and groups of children that are gathering together and just shooting fireworks up into the fucking sky and putting holes through the drape.
Okay, I want to go buy some fireworks and then maybe check out the weapon stands. and then
Okay.
go gamble.
Fair enough. Which gambling games are you playing?
I have
wow.
I would probably do cards and chess because those are both things that Malador is efficient in.
Okay. I will say that the weapons where they are impressive, Malador is immediately able to clock that they're more put this on the wall and show it to people.
Right.
Kind of
Okay,
weapon.
yeah, he's like, fuck it, never mind.
I mean, they are very good to look at. That's not like the quality of them. Malador would be like, hey, nice sword. But I mean, you'd immediately be like, nah, that's
Yeah.
fake. Display items at best.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to do cards or chess?
Let's go with chess. I wanted to buy
Okay.
some fireworks too.
Yes. How much would you like to spend on fireworks?
How much are they?
Are you looking for like an all-in-one kind of bundle where it's
Yeah,
Roman
let's go with like
candles
a
and...
bundle that has like a bunch in it.
Okay. 5 gold.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll do that.
So just add to your...
I'll minus a platinum, add 5.
He's gonna forget that he has them, and then
I
his
don't have any gold. I have all platinum.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just minus the platinum, add 5 gold.
Yes. And then on your inventory, just put like fireworks, 5 uses.
Okay, yeah, that works. Yep.
Then you're good. So chess. Okay, so we're going to play some chess.
Let's do cards. I feel better with cards.
Okay.
Because cards is really his thing.
Okay. So you clock the table where they're playing cards, and there's a table where you would sit down and it would be 1-on-1, and then there's kind of like a poker table where there's 4 or 5 people sitting there. So which one would you rather do?
Say that again? I wasn't paying attention.
There's 2 tables that you clock for cards. There's one where
Okay.
it would be 1-on-1, and then there's one where it would be you and 4 others sitting at the table.
Let's go with what would be more profitable. Can I judge by how much tables on that 4-man?
Yeah, I mean the more people, the more money gets put on the
Right.
table. That's just probability.
Yeah, I'd say my best bets are to go to let's go 1v1. Yeah.
1v1? Okay.
Yeah.
So you approach the table and it's there's a gentleman sitting there, and I mean, based on your experience in Coast City, he's definitely dressed like a pirate, but does not like looks like one and is dressed like one, but you can kind of see through it. Has the pirate hat where various parts of it look like they're cut with like holes bored through it, wearing the eye patch, has a peg leg on the right and a cane sitting on the right side of his chair, and he's kind of hunched over, and he's got a cleft grin where part of like it looks like his jaw is pushed to the right of his face more. We play for stakes here.
That's absolutely right. 10 platinum.
Take a seat. Ooh. Okay. He kind of reaches and clink, clink, clink. 10 platinum. There we
10
go.
platinum.
All right, here we go with cards. Okay, so. Yes, you already dropped your Instagram, Stephen, but that's not what we were looking for. Is his stuff on Instagram? Because you asked specifically for his jazz one, right?
No, he doesn't
It
have
it might be there. All right.
No, I talked to him. He doesn't have the YouTube.
All right, so here's what we are going to do, sir. We're going to do various rolls back and forth.
Really, I have actual cards too. That would be.
And there's no pluses to this.
Okay.
So just roll. We're going to go. Yeah, just roll me a 20 die.
Okay.
Actually, no. This would be. Give me a second.
Okay.
1.
How are you trying to play this? Are you trying to play it honest or?
Oh, he's playing dirty.
Okay. So you're going to do deception rolls.
Oh, yeah. He's playing dirty. Can I do sleight of hand rolls?
That depends. You're playing dirty, which means you're trying to stack the deck.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
he knows almost every in and out of card games.
It won't be sleight of hand every time. This is going to be 4 rounds back and forth.
Okay.
So I'll give you a 1 for sleight of hand,
Okay, yeah, that works.
but I'll let you choose when you want to do it. Because what's going to happen is we're going to roll, and then I'm going to
Mhm.
tell you the probability of you winning,
Okay.
and then you'll tell me what kind of roll you want to do.
Okay, yeah, 100%. Yeah, that works.
Right, so go ahead and do deception
Okay. What is my deception?
+2.
Oh, that's not bad.
What are you doing?
16.
Okay.
Crack of the table. It's just like
Your probability of winning right now is about 75%.
I won't do it on this one.
Okay, do it again.
Natural 20! That was actually kind of crazy what just happened. If I could have recorded that, I would have. It went down my tower, bounced off like... Here, let me show you. It bounced off the edges of these and landed to a natural 20. That was crazy.
Hell yeah.
So, a 22.
Okay. You
Actually,
feel
no,
pretty.
hold on. I'm confident with a 22. Yeah, we'll keep that.
Well, I mean, you can't re-roll it anyway.
Well, I could have had the +4 for made it a sleight of hand check.
You have to call it beforehand.
Oh, true. Okay.
You feel pretty confident you're gonna win this.
All right, let's roll again. I'm gonna do my sleight of hand check here. 12, 13. Wait, I have advantage on sleight of hand. Does that mean I can roll it twice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, better roll too. 13, 14, 15, 16.
Okay. One more roll.
Natural 20. You've got to be fucking kidding me. There's no
Same.
shot. For 22, technically.
Same.
Ooh.
One more roll.
That bounced out. That is a 16.
Okay. So as you guys are going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, you're putting down a card, you're drawing a card, and your eyes are just, well, both of your eyes versus his one because he's got an eye patch on, but your eyes are just boring into each other. And that smile of his, he takes a drink of his beer and spits it out the other side. And you feel like droplets of it touching your hands and your cards as it just as he's just boring his eye into you as you're boring your eyes back to him, and he slaps it, call, and puts his cards down.
Call!
Okay, yeah, you definitely won.
Ha! Let's go!
His rolls were shit. His rolls were
I can't
fucking
believe
awful.
I just rolled 2 natural 20s. The first one was crazy because it like bounced.
So put 20 platinum.
Let's go.
And yep, I'll say you clear. Do you do it a couple more times with him? Do you go to chess at some point?
I
or
am
you just go back and forth with
cleaning
him?
that guy.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we're not gonna play it for stakes like that every time, but I just wanted to do that at least once. Card games is difficult because it's just back and forth with rolls. Like if you guys played darts, then I'd get you to roll to see which number you hit, and it's a whole different dynamic.
How would chess work? I actually kind of do want to play that one.
That one, it's a bit complicated. That one I'd actually like to like break out a real chessboard and play it
That
back
would
and
be
forth, to be
cool.
perfectly honest. That's how we would work that one. But yes, what in the fuck?
Yeah, I heard it too.
Us too.
Are you okay? Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, so Merida, you make your way back to the inn, and as you are angling toward the front door of the inn, you clock Yorick walking away from a member of the Royal Guard.
Lovely.
And Yorick, you see Merida.
Hey, at least I'm walking away and not being handcuffed and walked away.
True. Merida's gonna clock Yorick and she's just gonna be like,
Oh, not the finger. No. All right. He's gonna just kind of duck his head and walk over.
we need to talk.
Merida!
Oh, God.
Do you believe what this asshole did? I went into his room. His clothes were shredded everywhere. He clearly had someone in his bed last night. You want him? You can have him. And she just storms off.
What the fuck did I just walk into?
Family drama, I guess.
And as she's storming off, you just hear her like,
Oh, hey, there's a cat.
just fucking, just growling under her breath and yelling and stomping, and just like people in the streets are now starting to turn toward the two of you, watching her walk away and then turn back to you. And you just get those judgmental stares like they have no idea what happened, but clearly it's your fault.
She's
Well-
she's gonna shout and put on her mom voice and basically act like how the mom did. Oi! Get your fluffy back, but right back here, right now.
Oh, fuck you!
Now!
And she keeps walking. Yorick, through all of this, you see Jerem kind of do this kind of thing.
Merida's gonna lean
Shit.
over and be like, fix your problem. Talk later. And then she'll go into the inn.
Yeah, that looks about right. There, Jake. Malador, like, I can win a bunch of money. I can win a bunch of money. I can win a bunch of money.
It's XQC.
Come back. Yorick's gonna walk after Merida.
I'm in the inn.
I'm following you in.
I
Okay.
said, get the sister. Your problem.
I mean, Merida, you walk into the inn and like are about to shut the door behind you, and Yorick just kind of comes right up behind you.
What part of your problem? You fix this? Did you not understand?
We need to have a chit chat. We need to talk.
I said you can talk later. You're gonna need to fetch her so that we don't get arrested.
I'm sure she'll be fine.
This is my sister.
Cool off. She needs to cool down. I told her everything that happened last night and why.
So something did happen last night.
I did.
Maybe
say-
I should agree with her. Maybe she has a right to be mad.
There's a lot of things going on here that I don't quite understand. But what I do know. Lord.
Supposedly, according to Malador, that's you.
As I'm literally like,
What I can tell you can wait. If my sister is anything like me, which she is, she's going to get arrested. Go get her.
fine. You can read all about it in my book. He's gonna walk out the door again.
I would have smacked the fuck out of him.
Okay. Merida, make a perception check for me.
Ten.
Never mind.
No one wants to listen to me, so fine. You can read about it.
All right. So you're gonna go off after?
Yeah, because last thing we need is for Tyr to start setting shit on fire.
I thought that was my thing.
Exactly.
She's related to Merida, so
All right. So I will say, for the sake of brevity, because Malador, you said you were doing all of this and then
Yeah,
heading
yeah,
back.
yeah.
I will say that Yorick, you find Tyr coming up behind her in the mid district as Malador is coming up from the front. So it's like Malador, you're heading back to the Rich. Tyr
Got it.
is right in front of you, and Yorick is directly behind her as the three of you just kind of trundle ahead together.
Yorick, I made it big!
God.
you made it big.
Yeah! I want
Fine,
20
you can pay it.
platinum!
Well, fine, you can pay for his bullshit then, as she just continues
What are you
walking.
talking about? Hold on, no! I'm gonna grab her.
Okay.
So glad I'm not involved in this.
Strength
Long
checks.
short, I told her what happened last night, and she's pissed.
Give me a dex check, Malador.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 13.
Okay. Yeah, you grab her.
Oh, yeah.
Let go of me!
Wait a minute! What the fuck's going on? I made a lot of money. I'm very confused. I'm not naked anymore. Kind of depressing, but fuck it. Sister... You're...
Not naked anymore. It's kind of depressing. No, that should be the theme. I'm not naked anymore and I'm depressed. That's the title.
Clothed and depressed.
Clothed and depressed.
Yeah.
Malador confused.
What the fuck? I'm clothed and depressed.
That's a whole mood, though.
That is
Yeah,
a whole mood.
That's a whole mood.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Wow. Okay.
You know
So
what's
you
funny
grab-
is I completely improv this shit. I do not have any of this bullshit that comes out of my mouth on hand.
Good.
Hashtag no filters, bitches.
I wish that I had that much creativity to be able to script something like that.
No, the best things aren't scripted, man. You don't want to ruin it by writing it down. Just let it come naturally. But anyway, she is gonna try to pull against you. This asshole cheated on me! Let me go!
Why does that not surprise me? Let's fucking go. Maldor's gonna let her go and start walking with her.
Here we go.
Oh, you're gonna let go of her?
Yeah, and I'm gonna walk with her.
Okay. Yeah, she's just stomping her way through the mid district. Like back the direction you came from.
Maldor's gonna turn around with York. See ya! Flip him off.
Why?
Are you continuing to follow, York?
Family members.
Are you continuing to follow?
Yep.
Okay.
Why do I continually catch the stick?
So as you're continuing to follow, and Malador, you're trying to walk with her, trying to like figure out where she's going. She ends up taking a hard left right toward Taco Bell.
Yeah!
And just like sets down a whole bag full of gold, gets a plate full of tacos, and just starts like Merida like face fucking the plate, just rage eating, stuffing shit in there. Until she's so full that she has to sit down, and she's just, that's better.
I was in the process of sending this message before you started this, I promise.
That's funny. That is fucking funny. So she sits down and she's nice and full. And she's just, Malador,
What's up?
I don't like you, but thank you for coming.
Ah, fuck it. I'm mad. You're mad. We're all mad. Madness is great.
Yorick, I'm not angry anymore, but you can fuck off and go away. Oh, hey, look, it's Merida.
I
Hey,
got
sis.
see we're all having a feast together, I see.
Oh, I don't want him here. Make him go away.
Merida, I won 20 platinum. You can have your platinum back. Malador's gonna throw over 5 platinum.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Hey,
I'm just looking at Tyler.
This episode is awesome.
Merida's gonna look at her, so she's like, "You want me to get rid of him?"
I mean, you can see the natural. You've seen this before. She's sitting down, the stomach's puffed out. You can clearly tell that she overate and rage ate, and now she's just smiling and calm and droopy. Yes, get rid of him.
Okay.
Can I do it? I want to kill him.
No.
No, he doesn't need to die. He needs to suffer. Get him out of here.
Oh, I could do that one too.
No,
Malador.
you stay and eat. You
Fuck it.
eat.
Yeah.
Malador, would you mind keeping an eye on my sister? Just please don't fuck her.
Can't promise you, but I got you.
Oh, I'm too full for that right now.
I don't need to know that. Merida's gonna go over and like grab Yorick's arm and like, we'll be back later. And then she's gonna drag him outside of Taco Bell.
All
So,
right.
Tyr, let me tell you about a great place called the Crank and Yank. And that's where we're cutting off.
All right. Yes, that is the last thing Yorick and Merida hear as they exit the building.
I can't believe I've been trusting him with the care of my sister.
You picked the wrong person.
Sir, that's a different story.
You picked the wrong person.
Oh my god, this is fantastic.
Nobody trusts me anymore. So, what's the difference?
So, Yarick, guess who I saw? Not too far from here.
Oh, did you find your panda friend?
See,
See, it's okay for you to do it, but when Malador and I do it, suddenly there's an issue.
He's sticking up for Malador.
To be fair, that was only one time. We just played Twistar. Haven't seen him since. How long have you been fucking my sister?
These ceiling fans look really good right now. I was in the bathroom the whole time. I have no idea.
Anyway.
No, just take a guess.
I've already made my guess, but who
Quick.
could it possibly be?
Can I see your book? I'll give it right back.
You can't have
I'm
it.
not taking it. I just need to show you something in the book. Because I don't want to say it out loud. So if you'll respectfully...
If you can find it, fine.
If
But
I can find it.
There's some There are some things that are missing from it. that I know-
Yorick, you are gonna reach for your book and it's not there.
Of course not.
I've been waiting to tell you that. But Merida failed her perception roll.
The book was in the inn, wasn't it?
No, my patron is pissed. Everybody
She
is
took
just
The
pissed.
book.
So I lost book privilege.
How
I
unfortunate.
lost book privileges.
Book privileges revoked until you prove that you are mine and mine alone. You don't get to use my power. Eh.
Okay. Where's your book?
Where is the book? Wait,
Yorick?
I know I didn't set it down anywhere.
We're fucked.
Just we just
You
tell
know
me.
you know how my sister's alive. Supposedly.
Yes. I mean, she
Who else
just
died that
she-
night?
the witch doctor, Element.
Yeah. She's here. She gave me 5 platinum.
What? That's beside the point. What do you mean she's here?
She's gonna kind of bend around the corner. Just down that way. He has a cart. She's doing science tricks for children.
She points
you
over
want-
toward the rich district.
Just down that street. Just inside the rich district. She has her own cart.
Yorick's he's gonna turn pale. And he's gonna turn and start walking in the direction that Merida pointed.
Ah! No. Don't go in there without thinking first. Come back.
He is gone. He is going.
Okay.
Well,
Not
that
a-
was not how I expected it to happen.
Like, not a word, just
Then Merida's gonna go into the Taco Bell and get food.
Oh, no.
Okay. As you enter the building, you walk in. Malador, describe what's going on.
Merida and Malador, or not Merida, Tyr and Malador are just sparking up weed, smoking at the table, just fucking out of it completely.
So Malador is taking rips off of his bowl, and Merida, you see on the table, Tyr has brought out a bong
No shot.
and is just taking fucking rips off of it.
Merida's gonna come over and like punch her sister in the shoulder.
If I wasn't high, I would have felt that. You have awesome friends.
The awesomest.
Can y'all at least share if you're gonna do that in public?
She just blows
Both
a
of
bong
our
rip.
heads.
She just
Both-
blows a bong rip right in your face as Malador puts the bowl in yours.
Thank you. And she'll just join the party.
Okay. So the 3 of you are getting stoned. All right. Fantastic.
oh,
And
Screwed and stoned. That's
Yep.
yep.
combination. Y'all are
yes, yes,
Like I
and
said, you
Merida,
picked the
as
wrong
you
person.
and Merida, as you join in on it, and you start to get higher and higher and higher, you take a seat at the table with Malador on your right and Tyr on your left, and just the beautiful memories of growing up with your sister start to flood back. as just the euphoria of, you know what, this might not be real, but this moment is real. Right now, she is alive. And I am smoking with her like I used to, and we are being kids like we used to be, and
Yeah, you
everything is
take
just
from right there.
fantastic. And as you look around, you're starting to get the same kind of feeling that you did on the ship the first time, as everything around you starts to boop, turn into red pandas and floating unicorns, and the
Oh no,
walls start to melt into orange, and just
it smells
bubbles
like
of
shit.
just everything starts. And Malador, for you, everything just like basically turns a crimson red, and just bubbles start to float around the room,
Entirely
the same
special.
way they did on the ship that day. Everything turns into sharks. That it's just very
know what's
weird
coming.
because they're just stuffing tacos into their mouth, and the walls are bleeding, and everything is red and just pleasantly beautiful. And you guys are high as fucking kites.
Yeah, I know what happens
Until y'all
after.
start just you face erupting.
Yep, that's exactly what's gonna happen eventually.
And Merida, as you slink back in your chair and you remember what this feeling once was, you look at Tyr. Then you look across the table, and behind the counter, there stands a panda
Oh no. Oh
that
no.
you that you have not seen since the ship ride to Coast City, doing acrobatics as he puts tacos together.
Oh no. I'm high as shit. And the guy is in the restaurant. This is a total nightmare. Shut up.
Does Malador
What
see
is-
the panda?
What did you say?
He said that we're gonna do the taco twister.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you might. No, Malador does not see the panda. He is too busy smoking, and his eyes are on Tyr and Merida. He's not.
Yeah, Loki, he
Paying
would be
attention.
looking at Tyr.
He would be looking at Tyr. Yorick.
Me.
Yes, you are
Studying
venturing
people.
off back toward the rich district, as you were pointed out. And you are so zoned out you don't even notice how long you've been walking by yourself, until you are now back in the rich district, with the inn off in the distance on the right, pigeon on the left. Make a perception check.
18.
Okay. So as you are coming back into focus now, just from being confused and angry and driven, you look over to your left. And you see the one that Merida had described doing magic tricks with glass beakers for children. Just nothing but children around the table. The only one around here that has nothing but children around the table. And even though you can't see her face, you can feel her there. The same sense that you had when you were around Ellenwyn the first time and every other time. You can see her. And you start to approach the table. And you get behind the kids just like Merida did. And you see her making you hear her and see her making the music with the beakers, as she takes her right hand and pulls the coif down and reveals herself to be Ellenwyn Crow. And gets that big old toothy smile on her face that goes normal and then stretches and then stretches, and then stretches. And the eyes get wide and jet black. And the smooth, pale white skin becomes deep gray. And the skin folds in on the cheekbones. And that silky, smooth, jet black hair puffs out and starts dancing around her head. Every bit of Ellenwen Crow that you remember her as those jet black eyes pop white. And she stands up from the table. Her hands go down to her sides. Long nails start to protrude out from each finger. And she hovers up above the ground. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Ha! York's fucked!
Yeah. I'm gonna immediately get in front of the kids and do a wide stance, and I'm gonna prepare to use an Eldritch Blast at a moment's notice.
All
So
right.
Standing there, his hands crackling with the like black and green energy.
Well, this is the second character she's gonna kill of York's.
I don't think so.
Well, I'm glad y'all showed up tonight. This was fun.
This was
Uh,
very productive.
this is very much needed.
Yeah, this was awesome.
What a great time for 3 of you to get stoned.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, it's possibly the love of my life is now in this restaurant, and I don't know how to handle myself.
York's probably about to just get
Shit.
Dead.
Thanos snapped out of existence.
And then Malador gets.
Because it's not like he wanted to listen to the rational one.
Ah, dude, York's pissed. Like he is ready to just fuck her ass up again.
You couldn't, but you didn't have the audacity to wait for everyone else.
Hey, buddy, you don't have your book. You can't do spells. Well, good spells, at least.
Yeah, I can't use any of the book spells.
But he's got like cantrips and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got quite a bit of stuff now under my belt. And I also have some stuff that I haven't even used yet. Infestation. I haven't used that yet.
God, I had a handful of good zingers in this episode, man.
Everybody did. They were really good.
That was so entertaining.
No clothes, instant depression.
I'm
I'm
wearing clothes
clothed
and
and depressed.
pressed about it.
I'm clothed and depressed.
Oh my god. Fucking the other guys missed out.
They missed out.
I really wanted to tell Garrison to suck my balls. That was what I was planning to do if he was here today. At some point, tell him to. Would you like to suck my balls, Garrison?
Would you like to suck my balls, Mr. Garrison? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm waiting for Garrison to say that, and I just hope to get a good reaction out of him.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out where the 3 of them are going to be because I know where Vidar was. I know what he was doing because I talked to him about it. Garrison said he wanted to go find the magical door.
Oh, light.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we forgot about that.
Which none of you did, and
Nope.
I wasn't going to force you guys to do it because Garrison wasn't here, but now I'm trying to figure out like where he would have been the whole time. Which I have an idea anyway. And then Steven, I don't know what the hell he would have been doing.
Writing his little book.
He probably would
Probably.
have just been in his room writing the book about the mud monster.
Probably. I have some ideas. Like I said, I know where Vidar is because I talked to him. But for the other two, I have no idea. I'll talk to him
Man.
though. We
This
have
is one they gotta watch back for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is one of the ones that they have to watch back. It was too good to not.
all right.
Especially that like 5 minutes of us like laughing, crying.
Yeah.
Yes, all of this taco twister was brought to you by Adam and Eve's butt plugs.
Yeah.
The taco twister hasn't happened yet.
Taco Twister.
All right. Well, this was definitely
Good.
rare for a Tuesday, but it was definitely needed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Taco Tuesday, let's go.
Oh my.
Yes, Taco Tuesday, Taco
It could be-
Twister on Taco Tuesday.
It low key could be Taco Twister 4 players.
Hey, check it out. Another
Still
made
feel
up sponsor.
this is awkward being the only female in this. Really weird.
Another made up sponsor. We are sponsored by Taco Tuesday.
Bangering.
Hell yeah. All right. So, yep, this weekend we won't be playing. So at least we got this one in. So I will see you guys on February 10th. Will be
I'm
the
gonna go
next
snow-
time we play.
All weekend.
You guys have fun at your like Comic-Con thing. Tell me how it goes. I've always wanted to
Alright.
go to like a real one.
Will do.
I have been going since 2012. This con is my Christmas, and I get to hang out with snakes and alligators all weekend. I'm so excited.
Really? That's
Hell yeah.
actually dope as hell.
I am gonna be assisting a booth. It's called the Dragonwood Controversy. It basically is an educational location that also is a rehabilitation center for endangered reptiles and species.
Oh yeah, you
Hell
said
yeah.
something about that. That's really fucking cool.
I'll definitely send pictures because the babies are absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, you'll have to take pictures of you guys of your cosplays and shit. I'd like to see that.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. But all right, guys, I will
Yeah,
see you.
this was fucking awesome. This is
This is a
awesome.
lot of fun.
Dare I say this was our best session yet?
I feel like this is the
This
has
is
been the most
a
interesting
topper.
one.
This is one of the toppers, 100%.
top
Alright.
lister.
The amount of
And-
content for the like compilation videos that came from
Oh,
this.
oh,
Yep.
the fucking compilation videos are about to go crazy with this.
All
video.
of the highlights just from this one.
Just this video needs a compilation.
I actually posted 2 today.
I saw that. I haven't
Um,
gotten to watch
yeah.
them. I think I'm going to.
Yeah.
I started.
It was-
I
watching the
started
first
watching one.
Literally out of fucking like days and days and days worth of content, I did 15 minutes. So there's a lot of shit in there that
Oh
was
shit!
missed.
I'll go watch that like right now then. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Hey,
All right.
when you hit the button, I would like to talk to you about something.
Okay.
And it's okay
All
if
right.
Polydor's here. I don't care.
All right. So for the viewers, we love you. See you on the 10th of February.
See you guys.
See
Enjoy.
ya.
Love the crank and yang.